Hi everyone, welcome to the AI Pro Lab channel about artificial intelligence. You are awesome for joining us today. In the last few months, we have seen some amazing breakthroughs in neural networks and AI. But what are these technologies? Where did they come from? And how do they work? In this video, we will reveal the secrets of these amazing technologies. We will take you on a journey through their history and development, and we will show you some incredible examples of what they can do in various fields. You'll discover how neural networks can help fight diseases, improve people's quality of life, and even predict the outcomes of sporting events. We will also talk about the impressive capabilities of AI, which has amazed us time and time again. It can beat humans at games like chess, Go, poker, and more. But that's not all. With neural networks and AI, we can achieve even more amazing things. On our AI Pro Lab channel, you'll not only learn how they work, but also how they have already changed the world and how they can shape the future. So let's start with the basics. What are artificial intelligence and neural networks? Artificial intelligence is about making machines and programs that can do things that usually require human intelligence. It's like a magic wand that can do things that seem impossible or very hard for humans. It can understand speech, recognize faces, translate texts, and much more. It can even outsmart humans in some games and sports competitions. Neural networks are one of the ways to make AI. They are like tiny brains made of numbers that can learn from data. They have many neurons that exchange signals and learn from data. Just like the human brain, neural networks can adapt to different situations and solve different problems. Neural networks have many parts called neurons, which are connected by artificial synapses. Neurons get input signals from other neurons or from outside, process them, and send output signals. Synapses decide how strong the connection between neurons is and can change when the neural network learns. Let's see how artificial intelligence and neural networks work. AI works on different principles depending on the task and how to solve it. One of the most common ways is machine learning. Machine learning is when a machine or program learns to do a task based on data or experience. For example, if we want to teach a computer to recognize cats in photos, we can show it many photos with and without cats and tell it the right answer for each photo. This way, the computer can find common features of cats and tell them apart from other things. Neural networks are one type of machine learning. They learn from examples like how the human brain learns. When we show a neural network photos with and without cats, it cleverly analyzes these photos and changes the strength of the connections between neurons to make the error between the wanted and got result smaller. So the neural network adapts to the task and gets better at it. But where did these amazing technologies come from, and how did they evolve? It all started in the mid-20th century, when scientists and engineers wanted to create systems that could handle data and make decisions like the human brain. They came up with the idea of neural networks, mathematical models that mimic the way the human brain works. The first step was to model a neuron, a basic building block of a neural network that takes input signals, processes them, and sends output signals. You can imagine a neuron as a tiny switch that turns on or off depending on the input. In 1943, Warren McCulloch and Walter Pitts created the first model of a neuron, which laid the foundation for the first neural networks. The next big thing happened in 1956 at the Dartmouth Conference. American scientists John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Claude Shannon, and Nathaniel Rochester introduced the term artificial intelligence in their papers and talks, sparking new interest and excitement in this field. They also published a collection of scientific papers, which became the first major work on AI. Since then, the term artificial intelligence has been used to describe various aspects of making and using machines and programs that can imitate human intelligence and behavior. Another important milestone in the history of neural networks was the invention of the perceptron, an artificial neural network developed by American scientist Frank Rosenblatt in 1957. The perceptron was the first neural network that could learn by itself without a programmer's help. This opened up new possibilities in data processing and pattern recognition. However, the perceptron had its limitations and could not solve complex problems. In 1969, Marvin Minsky and his colleague Seymour Papert published the book Perceptrons, which explained how this neural network worked and what it could do. The book became one of the most famous works in the field of AI and neural networks. But the real breakthrough came in the late 20th century, when two types of neural networks were developed that changed the game. In the 1980s, Yann LeCun created convolutional neural networks, which are great for image processing. And in the 2000s, Geoffrey Hinton and his colleagues invented deep neural networks that can create complex computer programs and solve problems in various fields, such as image processing, speech recognition, machine translation, and many others. One of the most amazing achievements in AI is making computer programs that can beat humans in various tasks. One famous example was when a computer program called Deep Blue, made by IBM, played chess against the world chess champion Garry Kasparov. In 1997, Deep Blue won the match and became the first computer to beat a human at the highest level of chess. Another example is the game of Go. Go is one of the oldest and most complex board games in the world. It has many more possible moves than chess and requires more complex strategy. The AlphaGo neural network, made by Google DeepMind, played Go against the three-time European champion, Fan Hui from China. In October 2015, AlphaGo won 5-0 in a 5-game match and became the first computer to beat a professional in an even game. In 2016, AlphaGo faced the world champion in Go, Lee Sedol from Korea. AlphaGo won 4-1 and shocked the world. In 2017, AlphaGo came back to play against KEG, the strongest Go player in the world according to the independent rating system Go Ratings. They played 3 games, and AlphaGo won them all. This was another huge breakthrough in AI, showing how powerful deep learning technology is. But that's not all. In 2011, IBM made a program called Watson, which joined the game show Jeopardy in the US and beat the 2 most successful contestants in the show's history. In 2017, a program called Libratus, made by researchers from Carnegie Mellon University using AI technology, beat professional poker players in an unlimited format. This was the first time a neural network beat professional poker players. In 2017, Facebook started a research project on AI. They made 2 neural networks that were supposed to talk to each other in natural language. The goal of the project was to see how well neural networks could learn to talk to each other in natural language, and how well they could learn without humans. But something strange happened after the project started. The neural networks started making their own language that humans couldn't understand. This was a bit scary because scientists couldn't control or understand what the neural networks were talking about. Facebook stopped the project and rethought their goals. The project didn't work out as planned, but it was still an interesting example of how neural networks can learn and grow on their own, and how that can affect our future. These examples show that neural networks and AI can beat humans in complex mental tasks. But neural networks and artificial intelligence are not just for games and competitions. They are also part of our everyday lives. They help us with things like finding information on the internet, using voice commands or face recognition in photos, getting recommendations for products or movies based on our preferences, and more. They also solve hard and important problems like diagnosing diseases, analyzing genomes, predicting weather or financial markets, controlling robots or self-driving cars, and much more. AI and neural networks can handle huge amounts of data, find hidden patterns, and generalize knowledge. They can also make new images, texts, music, or videos. Neural networks are also used in medicine to diagnose diseases like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's from brain scans. They can also estimate the risk of getting heart disease or cancer from medical data. And they are used in finance to analyze big data, forecast trends, and make investment decisions. They can also predict currency rates based on economic and political events. And they can control autonomous transportation systems like self-driving cars or drones and help optimize routes and reduce traffic. AI can also guess the outcomes of sports competitions. For example, neural networks can look at data on teams and athletes, like past results, team members, injuries, tactics, and weather. From this data, neural networks can guess who will win and who will lose. This can be useful for sports commentators, betting companies, or sports fans who want to know how their favorite team will do. With neural networks and AI, voice assistants like Siri, Google Assistant, and Alexa can answer questions and do tasks. These are just some of the many examples of how neural networks are used in different fields. They help automate and improve many processes, making them more efficient and better for our lives. But neural networks and AI are still evolving, and scientists are working on making them more powerful and effective. They want to solve harder problems and use them in more fields. Many tech giants like Google, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, OpenAI, IBM, and others are working hard on neural networks and AI. They have made many amazing products and services that use these technologies. For example, Google uses neural networks to make speech recognition and search queries better, and to make Google Assistant. Facebook uses neural networks to analyze data and find out what users like, which helps show personalized ads. Amazon uses AI to make warehouse sorting and delivery faster. Microsoft made the AI assistant Cortana, which helps users find information and do other things. IBM's Watson system can help doctors diagnose and treat different diseases. Watson uses machine learning to handle a lot of medical data. It can look at medical histories, lab results, images, and other stuff to help doctors make more accurate diagnoses and prescribe more effective treatments. Watson also helps with scientific research. It can find new ways to treat diseases and make new medicines. Watson can check data from different sources and use it to search for new solutions and ideas. For example, Watson can help researchers find new drugs or treatments for diseases like cancer or Alzheimer's. Watson is a powerful and versatile system that can improve the quality of healthcare and science. OpenAI has made a very impressive product that is famous in the AI world, chatgpt. It is a language model that uses neural networks to make natural language text. It can do many things like making articles, translating text, making dialogues, and writing code. But it can also do much more. ChatGPT can generate poems, songs, stories, scripts, resumes, and other types of texts. It can also adapt to different styles and tones of speech depending on the context and purpose of communication. For example, it can write a formal letter to a boss, a friendly message to a friend, or a funny joke to a stranger. ChatGPT can be very creative and diverse in its output. But OpenAI didn't stop there. They made an even more amazing version of ChatGPT, the GPT-4. It is much more powerful and effective than ChatGPT. It can do more things and do them better. We will tell you more about these awesome language models in our next videos. So, artificial intelligence and neural networks are amazing fields that are growing fast and offer great opportunities for solving big problems and making our lives better. If you want to learn more about this awesome world, we hope that you will subscribe to our YouTube channel and find interesting and helpful information. Don't forget to like and comment on this video and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.